Hello everyone, welcome back to Royalty Soaps. Are you ready for a chicken soap? Well, I have made a soap for all the chicken lords and ladies out there, okay? My mom is a chicken lady. She has had chickens for so long. She's got like 50 of them. She has like 8 different types of them. And while I myself am not a chicken lady, I always appreciate farm fresh eggs. As you guys know, I live out in the countryside of Poetry, Texas. We have a lot of people out here who are homesteaders and farmers. There's kind of chickens everywhere and they're just part of our like local spirit, okay? So I thought I would encapsulate that in a soap. We made a soap with chicken egg embeds. I just know you guys are gonna love it. And so without further ado, let's make some soap. Ooh, y'all, there are a lot of goodies in this soap. So let's go ahead and add our lye water solution first and blend this up. All right, all blended up. We only have one accent going on the top, and then the rest is going to be a green color with some speckles provided by peppermint leaves. So first, let's just go ahead and section off this. Y'all will never know unless you make batches this big how heavy this is. Okay, I'm literally making soap in a thunderstorm right now. I really hope my lights don't go off. We live out in the countryside, so sometimes with big thunderstorms, I lose power. Anyway, here's our fragrance oil. It is from Wholesale Supplies Plus, and I cannot recommend this smell enough. It would smell amazing in a candle. I've never used it before, but the description on the website looked really good. And added to the fragrance oil is French green clay. The fragrance is Tuscan herb and honey, and it is divine. It smells really bougie and expensive. And there ain't nobody bougie like a chicken lady. Let me tell you something. Get all that good green clay in there. Scrapey, my little container. And then I'm going to add this special mix of color. It includes 3 Olive Martini, Enchanted Forest, and Let Us Entertain You. So it's my own little custom blend. I want to have a very herby green, similar to alfalfa. Listen, I sure feel like I know a lot about chickens for not owning any. This is just the perk of having a mom who is obsessed. And then we're going to add in our organic peppermint tea for some light exfoliation. And I'm going to blend this up. That looks marvelous. I should clarify that chicken ladies are the type of bougie where they say they can buy themselves flowers and they don't want flowers for Valentine's Day. They want more chickens. I'm pouring this in at a slight diagonal angle today just because this bucket is not normally this heavy. And whenever I am doing a slab that has a lot of one color in it, just trust me, it's heavy. And I don't want to spill, but man, is this fragrance oil performing well. I'm adding this to my list of would be good in candles. This would be epic in a shampoo bar. Good job, Wholesale Supplies Plus. This is a winner. Ugh, delightful. Gonna set this off to the side. And now for my 2 accent colors. Now I already think, just from looking at what I have overdone it with the colorant. I think I'm about to add too much, but you know, yellows fade. And so I typically try to do it a little more than I want because they're never as potent as they look in the cup, but I do think I've still overdone it. So that is true yellow with some titanium dioxide. And this is true yellow with yellow oxide, which is a more browny kind of yellow. And I'm just gonna blend them up. Okay, cool. So this is not quite as bad as I thought it was going to be. This is still a little more potent and a little more yellow. I wanted it to look, I don't know, just a bit more faded, I think, but we'll work with it. It'll be fine. So I'm going to start by pouring our light colored yellow into our dark one, and I am going to scrape until I have about this much left in my container. It's just enough to add a little bit of extra something, and then I'm going to go through the middle a couple of times. I am going to get it mixed up. I want it to be a little more mixed than normal because this is supposed to look kind of like the hay in the nesting boxes. This set up beautifully. All right, let's just drip this on. Ugh, it smells so good. I'm just so impressed. And this is just the perfect amount of marbling. This type of yellow reminds me of the Fisher-Price little like farm, and they have the chickens sitting in the hay, and the hay is like primary yellow. That's what this is serving up right here. Got all that in, making chicken lady soap in a thunderstorm. I can see the headlines now. Okay, let's get some of that lighter yellow. Any place that has a little bit too much dark yellow, I'm just gonna drizzle that on top. And let me tell you, the embeds for this soap were painstakingly created. We color matched with some of my mom's eggs. So they are the exact same colors of real chicken eggs, and some of y'all might be surprised at the color variety you can get with chicken eggs. There are colors that I for sure thought were photoshopped. But no, indeed, there are chickens that do lay green and blue eggs. My mom has some. Hers are called Americanas, I believe, is what they are called. Chicken people call me out if I'm wrong. Now, like I said, we want this to look kind of like hay that would be in a nesting box so the eggs can sit on top of it. So I'm just going to start by using my fork to make some texture. It's still a little thin, but it's a good start. And we're just going to start poking around so that it looks like little pieces of hay all stuck together. Again, doesn't have to be perfect, but starting with a little bit of texture, we'll just move from there. And Caleb figured out a way to put embeds on the top of soap that is so much easier than anything we've been doing for like 10 years. And I'm sorry, if you're like a person who's commented this on a YouTube video and we like just completely didn't see it, then know in your head that you get credit too. But essentially, I'm going to put the grid on. Then I'm going to make an indentation with a... Why am I explaining this now? It will be so much easier for you to see if I just do it. I don't know. I'm preoccupied mentally because of the thunderstorm. And also because I really don't want to like all the chicken people. I want to do y'all justice, okay? It's very important to me that the chicken people are happy with this soap and that they feel loved and represented, because I know y'all are your own type of folk who like your own type of stuff. So I will say I did have this design looked over by a bona fide chicken lady, and she really felt like it spoke to her. So I do have some street cred on this. I don't love chickens. I love what they do, and I do think they're funny. My mom has 50 of them. And they're very stinky and they're very squawky, but they do make the best eggs. And if you've never had farm fresh eggs, let me tell you, the difference is palpable. It is incredibly different from buying just white eggs at the store. Those are nearly flavorless compared to the ones that you can get from someone who has them local and fresh. Where I live, they sell them for about $3 a dozen, which I know we just went through like an egg crisis. So that probably sounds very cheap. I know there were some people in California that were paying close to $10 for a dozen of eggs. But lucky for me, I get my eggs for free because of Mom, and I can just tell y'all, they are delicious. So try to see if you have someone local to you who could sell them for, well, I don't know, even maybe cheaper than the grocery store. And here we go. Okay, that looks kind of like hay. I'll take it. I'll take it. We'll get some eggs on top of there, and I'm gonna put my slab grid here. Now, here's what I'm talking about. I'm just going to place a little indication right here on top, which, ooh, this is not working as good as I thought. This might not be one of the soaps you can do it for because the top is so textured. If you have a flat top, you can just push it in, pull it out, and it'll leave a little indentation of where it's supposed to go. But I think because it's so textured, that's not gonna work for me. Here are our egg colors. These, again, are based on real eggs that my mom has. She has eggs that are kind of pinky purple. She has eggs that are blue and some that are green. They're really, really cute. So I am just going to place eggs on every other one. And then Shelly and I came up with a really fun little game for you guys that I'll tell you about after I end up placing these. It is not going to be the easiest thing because these are small embeds. That's okay. We're gonna work with it. My favorite type of TikToks are all the like homestead TikToks where people leave the city and start little farms. I love so many of those accounts. I'm like racking my brain trying to think of one off the top of my head. I'm really bad with names of those things because it's always like blah 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 homestead or farms, and I don't know, or like a lot of them have the word heritage in them too, and then I confuse everybody. I think the one that I like the most, I think it's called Thermaland Oaks. She and her husband have donkeys and they're so cute. Since we do live out in the country, Caleb and I would like to acquire more animals. I was raised with dogs and cats and a horse, but that was it. And Caleb had one little dog. But we would love to be able to maybe even rescue some animals. Our two puppy dogs that we have, Copper and Dolly, somebody was giving them away in a Walmart parking lot. And we said, hey, we'll take them. I do have rescue cats, ones that I've gotten from shelters and from people that had strays wander up to their house and we volunteered to take them. So we have accumulated animals that we love to take care of and spoil. I like to celebrate all their birthdays. Caleb has also recently started a journey into purple martins. So he has a purple martin house up and we're hoping that they are flying by and taking stock of places where they can live this year or next year. He's done a lot of research on that, and purple martins eat a lot of bugs. So they're really nice to have around, but they are fully dependent on humans for their housing. So we feel like we're doing the little birdies a good deed. These soaps are perfect for Easter, perfect for springtime. I don't know, if they do well enough, I might keep them stocked all year round because chicken ladies love their chicken merch. I know that firsthand. My mom has so many chicken shirts. She even has chicken shoes. I'm pretty sure she has chicken socks too. Anyways, hope you guys are doing well. I think about y'all pretty often, I have to tell you. I know that so many people's usernames I have seen for years and years, and so whenever y'all comment, I'm like, oh, they commented. Oh yes, I'm so glad they're still around and doing good. It's funny, I feel like the internet has gotten less personal as the years go by, but I'm still very attached. Do you guys have any fun projects y'all are planning for your springtime? Any things that y'all are going to renovate? Or maybe a craft project you're trying to finish up? I just bought my sister a Peter Rabbit cross-stitch book, and it has like little patterns of all the little Peter Rabbit illustrations, so she's going to be starting that. And I have the most beautiful hand-felted purse that my brother Elisha bought me for Mother's Day. I'm going to wear it to the Renaissance Fair this year because we have season tickets. All right, time for the rest of them. The Renaissance Fair that Caleb and I go to is in Waxahachie. It's Scarborough Fair, and we love it so much. I'm pretty sure he had never gone to a Renaissance Fair until he married me, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so much fun. My school used to take us and we always had the best time, and now my kids love it and we get to take them. So it's just, it's such a fun experience. We love watching the jousting and meeting all the shop owners. It's also such a lovely spring and fall thing to do. I know there's a really good one down in Houston, and I have relatives down in Houston, so maybe I'll hippity hop down to that one this year too. Okay, we have one egg left. And here is our special surprise. Shelly and I made golden eggs, okay? And there's only 10 of them. So if you get a golden egg, well then you really are special. Okay, this is the top of our chicken lady soap. I'll zoom you in so you can get a better look at all the eggs in their nests. We're gonna wait 18 to 24 hours, and then we will come back and split it open and put our chicken lady stamp on it. Gorgeous. I can't wait to do this tomorrow. All right, guys, time to cut chicken lady. Look how good this looks the next day. I kind of like the yellow now that I've seen it and it's mellowed out just a little bit. Gonna open up my soap cutter, line this up. All right, and press down gently. Pull one out of the middle, and this is what our chicken lady soap looks like. We've got our 2 little eggs nestled in the hay on top, and then of course we have our kind of green field with all the extra green goodies that chickens might be pecking at. Now this is super cute, but I really want to stamp it and see what it looks like with the chicken lady words. I haven't exactly decided what color I'm going to stamp in, so let's try it with an olive green first. Here's our stamp. It says Chicken Lady in what looks like kind of a typewriter font. I see this font a lot with chicken people. They use this a lot, so I thought they would like it. Now these are still pretty soft. Ideally I would wait a day or two, but we'll go ahead and see if we can see. Oh, that's pretty good. So what do you think about the olive green? Should we do something a little darker? Should we do a black? Let's try a black. I kind of like the subtlety of the green. All right, tap this in the black this time. Get all the extra off. Get another chicken lady soap. I think I like the green more. It's a lot easier to read, but I just think the green looks so good. Well, I don't know. Now the black one is starting to grow on me because it's so easy to read. So we'll probably stick with black, even though I like the green one too. Question of the day. Have you ever had farm fresh eggs? I know there's probably a lot of people that are gonna say yes to this, but for those of y'all who haven't, let the rest of us encourage you to go try some because they're really good. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments below your chicken guesses. And I will see you in the final edition of our Homestead video collection on Saturday. That is release day for all of the Homestead soap. So if you know someone who is into urban homesteading or chickening, is that what it is? The chicken hobby? Becoming a chicken person? I don't know. Then maybe they need a chicken soap. You can check us out at royaltysoaps.com, and I will see you guys in the final video. So until then, have an absolutely royal day. Do something fun for yourself today, like making an omelet or supporting a local chicken lady by buying her eggs. I don't really care what you do. Just do something for you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now. Meow.